Major update. Enemies 2.0 Part 2 is now live. Nova Drift. Draft mode, new alternate bosses, new powers, and a ton of balance changes. I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to read. 3 new alternate bosses with challenge mode Nemesis. Okay. Drone rework. Good. I like drones. Ultra rare wild mods. Ricochet and Challenger. Super mods. Charged shields. Infuse. Strafing strikes. Okay. All kinds of stuff. New background music. Let's go. There's probably a bunch more. So there's new defensive drone things, new assault drone things, drones in general. All right, good, because I like going drones. Let's do this. The game is loading up. This is definitely one of my favorite games. I feel like I say that about a lot of games. Really, I just say that about a lot of games that I play over and over again, which kind of makes sense. I don't know how my volume levels are going to look. Hopefully they look decent. I need to turn down my headphones. Okay, so we needed Nemesis. Okay, I have Nemesis on, right? Yes. There's also Mayhem. I don't think I need Mayhem. It's already hard enough. Do I need Draft on? That's kind of cool. You get to start with 35 upgrade points, starting wave increased by 120. Interesting. All right, we're just going to go with what I've been doing for a while. Switch over to controller. Let's do this. Wait, why is the game like super quiet? I'm not crazy, right? I need to mess with sounds. Global volume. I'm kind of afraid to just max everything out, but it sounds like it should all be maxed out. I don't know. I'll try and pay attention to that as I'm going. Resume run. Okay, that looks better. It still looks quiet. I definitely hear the music already, a change in it. Okay, so in this game, Railgun's really good. Split Shot's okay. Split Shot is just like good. Flak is really good. Darts are one of my favorites. Darts do like a damage over time kind of. I take darts way too much, but I haven't played in forever. The problem is they're kind of weak early because you have to actually aim with them, and I'm not good at aiming. Until I get some homing on these and some multi-shot. Okay, the screen wraps around so you can run from enemies. Also, some enemies, like those ones that I just killed that do a charge shot, they do one shot and then they run away. So you want to kill them before they leave. These enemies. Because if they leave, you lose the XP. All right, these first upgrades, we're getting a ship type, we're getting a weapon type, and we're getting a shield type. For shield type, I kind of like Siphon. I really like Reflect. Amp seems all right. Reflects enemy projectiles with boosted power. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take Reflect. I have no idea what my build plan is. I think it's just to get a whole bunch of darts. You can see bottom center, I have shields and hull for my defense. Okay. As long as the shields don't get to 0, I'm fine. Shields getting to 0 is always scary. This shot does have some piercing, otherwise these enemies would be a total pain, and they still kind of are. This one creates a bunch of small enemies. All right. I like Engineer way too much. This one gives you an additional advanced construct, which works with drones. The plan is to go drones, so we're gonna do it. Even though I take this way too often. That is an XP snake. You don't want to let those get away, but those beam weapons do some damage. I'm so slow. I don't know what that triangle that was zooming at me did. So, volley's really good, velocity's really good, and ally is really good. And drones are really good. All of these are really good. I kind of just want to go ally. Ally requires a few upgrades before it's super strong, but I took the body so that I can end up with 2 allies, so the upgrade's already twice as good as it would normally be. You can see over in the top left, the ally is building. And with enough upgrades, they get to copy my weapon at reduced power, which is insanely broken. It's probably one of the more broken things, well, maybe not one of the more broken things in the game, but a broken thing. That one's okay. Targeting's really good, magnitude's really good. I think I have to take magnitude. It's too strong. There's so many good upgrades in this game. I love playing it. Curious to see if I'll notice a lot of the changes from Enemies 2.0 from the update. At wave 20, I get my first mini boss. I don't know what wave I'm on. The XP snakes are a priority. Rapid fire's really good, velocity's really good, volley's really good. Guardian, I don't like too much, but we do have new stuff. Decoy signal. Your Guardian confuses nearby enemies into attacking it instead of you. Meh. Echo Strike. Your Guardian's projectiles gain a large blast radius. Projectile velocity, projectile damage. They no longer degenerate. Medi-charge. Medi-charge heals me. Huh. I don't think I care much about that. The offensive ally is too good. It's really between a bunch of these. There's also defensive things. Let's go with this. It's more darts. It makes it a lot easier to aim. I can also ram enemies a bit. This isn't a good build for that. Splinter. Your primary projectile splinters into weaker mini projectiles when destroyed. Projectile size and count affect number of splinters per projectile. I don't like the minus rate of fire, but I'm pretty sure this one's amazing. Some builds, it's not as good. I think it is good on this one, because you just want lots of darts. And I think that's one way to get lots of darts. And it just does lots of crowd control. Burn damage. So the interesting thing is darts deal 50% of their damage as blast damage. Do they do burn damage? Each dart deals 1% burn plus 1% burn damage per total darts lodged in its target. I don't know if that's modified by this or not. I think I just have to take targeting. I'm not sure. Burnout reactors. Huh. Okay, for now, I think I'm going with this just because it's good, and homing strike is insanely good. It just gives you extra projectiles. They're kind of weak, but it doesn't hurt your main projectiles. And homing shots are good in general. Okay, I hurt my shield a lot by doing that ramming. Wave 20. This is a pretty easy boss. It's a little tanky, but not... Darts are pretty strong, so... It might die, yeah, before it even gets a shot off. It's definitely gonna be homing strike. Firing array's alright. Okay, so my damage is really good. My defense, not so great. If I could get a few drone upgrades, I'd feel good. The next big wave is wave 40. We'll see if there's some kind of alternate boss for that. I kind of feel like there won't be for 40. Because 40 is one of the more interesting bosses. It's probably like the most interesting boss in the game. Or it was. I do like hull regeneration. This is a whole bunch of defensive upgrades. Global damage increases. So I could basically go shields, which are good, or hull, which is decent. What are you? Nah. Or I can reroll. I have 14 rerolls left. I think it's reroll. Evasion's good. Evasion gets me closer to evolution, which is when my ally gets to fire my weapon. For the engineer, drone upgrades are probably like top tier upgrades. And even more so with darts, because it just ends up with even more darts on the enemy. I do have to get that XP before it disappears. So let's zoom and do that. Evolution's what I wanted. So what is this? Rapid reconstruction. You have no shield. No shield is rough. Your constructs benefit from 60% of your regeneration. Apex machinery. So they take longer to build, but they're way better. The rate of fire is pretty important. Shielded constructs. Your shield protects standard and advanced constructs instead of shielding me. I don't know enough about these super mods. They kind of scare me. One of my allies just got blown up. That's not great. One nice thing about this build is it works pretty well at range. So I can keep my distance, which makes it a lot easier to dodge the enemy projectiles. Especially once my allies have my shots. These purple shields mean I should get behind these, which would be easy to do with wraparound. Firing array, plus 20% total projectile damage and blast radius for central projectile. Other ones receive adjustments to total projectile damage, blast radius incrementally decreasing to 0 for your outermost projectiles. Plus 30%, so this makes the center way better. I don't think I do want that. I don't know if I want this one either. Plus 2 projectiles is nice. Velocity is just good. I should think about defense, but we're not going to. Or I should reroll looking for my advanced drones. So these enemies are a bit of a pain. They dodge a little, but they're not that strong. Yeah, they're pretty fragile. Snipe, rapid fire, and drones are all good. Drones kind of counts as defense in my mind. Snipe lets me stay far away from enemies. Rapid fire is just more darts. Let's do it. Again, it's one with a shield. I should go behind it, but I can kill it from in front. There's a chance that I just die to the wave 40 boss, which would be bad, but I'm not the best against it, and I haven't played in a while. Blast radius is good. Non-explosive projectiles deal 15% damage as blast damage to other targets. Plus 10% blast radius. Elegant construct. I think I re-roll these looking for this. Interceptor. Your ally is transformed into an interceptor. Your interceptor fires your weapon in addition to its own at a slower rate of fire. And I have 2 of these. Plus 50% interceptor movement speed. Plus 1 interceptor projectile. Prevents the Guardian upgrade. So I can either go defensive or offensive. We're going offensive. Splinter is really good against this enemy, because this counts as a whole bunch of little enemies. Okay, wave 40. I got the ally upgrade just in time. You can go inside of this enemy, and it has weak points. Bam, that was one of the weak points. It's gonna start spinning. If you destroy the 5 weak points, it's pretty much dead. I have to get out of here before its second attack, though. Okay, except it's pretty much dead. Yeah, it's dead. So that was a really quick kill of that boss, which makes it way easier. Burst fire is good. Drones are good. Outmaneuver is good. With outmaneuver, they stay alive longer. I don't want wingman at all. And overpower is amazing. I think I take outmaneuver just so that I can get overpower. Why is it so bright purple? What is going on? I need to start thinking about defense. The only thing is every offensive upgrade I take now basically gets multiplied by 3. I have a ton of rerolls because it gets applied to my allies, and there's overpower. I have to take overpower. If you just instantly kill enemies, defense isn't as much of a concern. So now I'm basically good until wave 80, and we'll see what the boss looks like for wave 80. If it's not a new enemy, I should be fine. These enemies are a pain if they get close to you. They're normally super tanky. But darts are too strong. Snipe makes the darts even stronger. Focus fire gets rid of some of the spread. This doubles base projectiles, plus 1 projectile, minus blast radius, and total projectile damage. This creates a lot of darts. Consider it. While you're not firing, I'm pretty much always firing. Skirmish is good because it can lead to terminate. Targets at less than or equal to 12% of their max hit hull are destroyed by weapon or crash damage. And it gives rate of fire, so that one's good. I don't know if it's worth spending 2 upgrades on. Snipe is just amazing. Faster shots, and I do more damage depending on how fast my shots are going. Or how far they've traveled or something. I don't remember. It might be how far they've traveled. At this point, the main strategy is kill scary things before they even do anything. Burst fire is good, drones are defensive. I could just get 20% more shields. We'll take drones. That thing puts out turrets, which aren't too bad unless it gets multiple turrets out. Then they become worse. Subsumption. You may deploy drones before they are assembled at cost of your hull and shields. No, I don't want that. What is this one? Grace Protocol. When a drone would be destroyed, it is instead reduced to one hull and becomes immune to damage for 1 second. This has a 15-second cooldown. Interesting. I do want advanced engineering. Plus 25% shield radius, plus 10% shield effect. That's just for my reflectability. I think I reroll these. Incendiary strike. Targets hit by your weapon are ignited for 125% of the hit damage, but it doesn't stack with itself. This one seems like it's good to me, but I don't know if it actually is. Assault drones. Convert your drones into assault drones. I actually want the defensive drones, I think, so I don't want that one. Yeah, I want defense drones. Although, this looks different at least. It makes them into suicide drones. Interesting. Blast radius is good. I think I'm going to take a shield upgrade. Let's do it. Barrier gets unlocked by that, and barrier limits the damage that I can take from a single shot to my shield to like 25, I think. So this is like a mini boss, I think. As soon as those shields start going down, it's done. I'll have to check what wave that was. Was that 60? I'll see when the next wave pops up. I don't see where it says what wave. These enemies are weak. Firing array, plus 20% projectile damage. Oh yeah, we've already looked at that one. Reflexive shields. When you take a shield hit, your shield discharges damaging energy. Discharges damaging energy in the direction of the offender, plus 5% maximum shields. That one's okay. It's this other one that I really want. I think just because I have so many rerolls, I just use them until I get good stuff. I could take this. Could also take that. The construct assembly speed per your level sounds pretty good. At some point, I'll take that. Take this one. Wave 60. Okay, this is the boss that scares me a little. But it's easy if I destroy it quick enough. It's also easy just because I have ranged damage. So as long as I stay away from it, that torch does huge damage. You can see its health bar up top. It's dead. Easy game. This one was pretty tanky last time. Okay, never mind. Not at all tanky. Not even a little bit. This should die pretty quick. Cool. The game's a lot tougher when you can't just kill the enemies right away. Alright, I want blast radius or reroll. I think I'm going shields more than whole. We'll see. Going both is pretty good. I'm gonna reroll. I do want blast radius at some point, but it's not a priority. Defense drones, that's what I want. Sweet. These are bad when they get close to you. That's like half of my shield gone. I shouldn't have even let those get close. Arc barrier. Drones will protect you from enemy blast or burn damage if they are between you and the attack. That sounds really good. Counterpulse. Your drones gain a secondary attack, Counterpulse, that deals 100 damage in an area around them and can fire every 3 seconds. Huh, sounds good. When your drones take a hit, it's triggered. Reconstitution. Your drones regenerate 2% of their max hull per second. Your drones create an armor fragment power-up when they are destroyed. 1% damage reduction for every 20 damage the drone sustained over its lifetime. Okay, so this is a way to get a good amount of defense from the drones. This elegant construct would work well with that because it gives them more max hull. I could see getting drones some regen now. All right. Go pick up that XP. If I could get super tanky drones, that would help a ton. Shouldn't have let those hit me. I thought I'd be able to blow them up before they hit me. And once you blow up the first one of those ramming enemies, they usually chain react, explode, and all of them die. So these should chain react, die. Reconstitution. That was one that I really wanted. I also kind of want this. And what is the shield one? No. Reconstitution. I still don't know what those little triangles are. Are those like power-ups? Yeah, because I forgot the rainbow effect going. Okay. Advanced engineering. +1 drone construct, some more drones, +2% drone maximum hull and damage per your level. That just sounds really good. Yep. Oh, big boss. Easy big boss, kind of. So this one's weak behind. Oh, but I don't want to sit in those lasers. Okay, I'm making mistakes. I need to be behind this enemy. So let's go wrap around. Those landmines do keep me from staying behind it too much. Easy game. This enemy is super tanky, but it's also slow and it has an easy movement pattern, kind of. And now it wouldn't fire as many lasers. These are why we take Splinter, for annoying little swarms of enemies. Blast Radius or Elegant Construct? Probably Elegant Construct. Yeah. Wave 85. Should be behind the shield, but we'll just kill it from in front. Easy game. Go pick up my XP. These can be scary. Okay, none of them are laser ones, so or torch ones. So they can't really be scary. Self-destruct. Damage and blast radius of shockwave is proportional to maximum hull of the destroyed construct. That sounds kind of good. I think I need barrier though. It does make my shields recharge a little bit slower, but it's really good. Especially before round 100. Because I think at least the boss that I knew for round 100 had some big hits. And if you can reduce that to a maximum of 25 damage, that's good. Wave 90. That's the earlier boss again. I do still have to avoid that torch. Torch should be done. And now the enemy's dead. Easy game. I don't think I want any of these. I could take focus fire, but I'm happy with my spread damage. Shielded constructs. I don't think I can take that. Priority 0. I could take this. Omni Shield. This gets rid of a lot of my hull, but it gives me lots of shields. Shield damage resistance, shield power. I could... I still have 18 rerolls. Let's go with Blast Radius. Blast Radius is just good, especially for an enemy like that. Lots of darts is cool because it has awesome crowd control against lots of small enemies, and it's really good against single target, because if you get lots of darts in them, you do insane damage. I guess it's best against large single targets. These are scary, but this is why I took the Reflect Shield. Just for that enemy. Burst fire or counter pulse. I think it's burst fire first. Getting anything that does rate of fire down is a little bit scary now. Wave 100. I just need to get lots of darts into this. Okay, that's the big shot that I said I wanted to limit its damage to 25. So now I have to dodge a bit, but it's already below half health, so I did a ton of damage before it started shooting. It does have a teleport, but it's almost dead. It's super dead. Plus 35% blast damage, minus blast radius. I think I want radius up, not down. I could take this. What does this get? Emergency systems. If your shields break while it protects you, trigger emergency systems. Damage and collision immunity for 0.8 seconds. Plus 25% thrust and regen rate. That does sound good. Aegis. When you're not thrusting, I'm always thrusting. While moving at high speeds. Yeah, the problem is I don't care much about either of these. I guess I'm not thrusting a lot of the time. There's better stuff, though. Do I do this just for emergency systems? Apotheosis. No longer collide with enemies, targets, and most celestial hazards. That sounds kind of cool. Kinetic boost isn't bad either. Okay. Damage goes up with my speed. So if I'm moving, I do more damage. I don't really need to do more damage right now. Except against enemies like these. Those two shielded ones are scary. Yeah, because they do that shot that my shields did stop. And that shot has wraparound, which is scary. Luckily, we killed it pretty quick. This is another enemy you just want to stay behind. Plus 20% blast radius, yes. These are scary. Yeah, those shots that leave a trail do like damage over time if you sit on their trail. Or I don't know if it's damage over time. They just do a lot of damage very quickly. These enemies are cake. Super Mod Mastery. Plus 5% improved weapon damage, velocity, projectile size, projectile spread, blast radius, and rate of fire. Yes. Yes. I like that one. Okay, I should actually aim at that enemy. That enemy is basically dead. How are they only going to send one of you? If they sent like 3 of those, that would be a little bit scary. These are a pain, the ramming enemies. Problem is, if my shield ever goes down, I probably die pretty quick. What are you? You look like you're gonna have a lot of swarm stuff. It's like a beetle. Luckily, I'm really good against lots of little enemies. That was a new enemy. Incendiary? Or plus 20% max hull. Or when I'm not firing. Nah. What does skirmish do? Targets at 95% hull or more take... Oh, that's also good. So both of these are good. What is Essence Sap? When you damage an enemy, store 1% of your damage as Essence. Essence causes your hull to recover over time. Your hull cannot regenerate, though, is that bottom line. You recover hull from Essence at a rate of 10% of your maximum hull per second. Cannot exceed 5%. That one's interesting. I don't think I want that one, but I think I want these three. After you fire your weapon, targets take 50% or plus 50% total crash damage. I don't care about that. When you hit a target with crash damage, your next weapon attack gains plus... Don't care much about that. It's basically just these two I care about. I think I care about them enough to take it, though. I've got a lot of my super important upgrades. I think there are a few defensive drone ones that are important that I could still use. Just do the wraparound thing twice, and you're usually good against that enemy. Should be hitting this one from the back where it has less armor. This enemy. I need to get rid of that purple shield thing really quick. And now it should be easy. As long as I don't hang out in its fire, which I just did. There goes half of my shields. And the front of this doesn't seem that scary, but I need my shields to recharge. Okay, shields are back. Getting behind this one is scary. Until those engines are gone. Okay, half the engines are gone. Easy game. All the engines are gone. Now it's just a sitting duck. Wow, it's tanky. That thing was insanely tanky. Plus burn damage. Faster shield cooldown. Faster shield cooldown does seem important. Self-destruct would be pretty good. Overseer. Your basic and standard non-weapon construct limits are doubled. +1. Can no longer fire your weapons. Other mods may still allow your constructs to fire your weapons. If I wasn't going to fire all the time, calibrate would be kind of good. Saturation fire. Instead of calibrating over time, your weapon calibrates as siege weaponry ramps up. The problem is, siege weaponry does damage over time, and it's ramping damage over time. I don't really want that. I think it's either burn or the shield cooldowns. Let's do the shield cooldowns. Easy enemy. this point, I should be going heavy defensive upgrades. I just don't know which ones work well together. The weapons, it's easy to see what works. Defense seems tricky. Terminate. I could finally take this regen. Minus max shields is rough. What is this one? Tempest Break. Your shield only begins cooldown when it breaks. When your shield breaks, it discharges powerful bolts of energy. Don't care much. While it's down, its cooldown cannot be interrupted. That's nice. Faster cooldown, that's nice. Plus 30% shield effect power is, it's okay. Plus thrust, minus max shields. That one's a little bit scary. This one's just good. Okay, I need to run away. Those are ramming enemies. These enemies are scary, and there's a black hole. Okay. I sat on one of their damage over time things. These are gonna end up in the black hole anyways. Look at that, I actually stopped firing for a second. The black hole's a little bit scary, but they seem like they lost a lot of their power. They used to feel like they pulled a lot harder. I feel like there's some shield upgrade I can get where it recharges without having the bar fill up all the way, where it just slowly recharges too. But I could be wrong. That would be nice if that is an upgrade. Wave 150. Okay. Didn't want to get hit by those. These enemies scare me. Okay, good. Easy enemy. Tanky enemy. Take out the chargers. Okay, chargers are right next to me. Chargers are a pain. Chargers are tanky and they reposition me, which messes with me. Essence Sap I don't want. Unless it gets your shield up, which it doesn't. Siege Weaponry I don't want. Counter Pulse would be good. Volatile Shields, plus 5% max shields, that's good. And when they discharge, they do a bunch of damage, which can kill things for you, which is nice. Let's go with Counter Pulse. Okay, I can't see what's going on. Luckily, the enemy was dying, was what was going on. Run away. My shield is like 0. Yeah, those ramming enemies. I need my shield to recharge. There it goes. Good. Wave 160. Easy fight. Except you're shielded. That's a lot of enemies. That all just instantly popped. Kill this before it does its shot that leaves a trail. Maybe that one doesn't do a shot that leaves a trail. That's a new enemy, actually. It just looks a lot like the one that leaves a trail. Self-destruction. I could re-roll, I could take regen. I don't want to rely on my hull too much. Shield damage resistance if I'm not moving. I think I'm just going to take this one. Plus 5% max shields. My shields do some damage. Okay, what is that moveset? I'm not used to that one. I don't think I am. I'm used to them having a ramming move, but I thought it was like a short, little ramming move, not a whole screen move. I don't like when this one hangs out near the edge of the screen. No, singularity. This enemy is gonna end up in the black hole. Stupid singularities eating my XP. Not cool. The defensive drones are doing good work. They're not getting destroyed too much, which is a very good sign. Bam. If the drones start getting destroyed, then I'm in trouble. I do see their counter pulses going off. Okay, gotta move. Those were surprisingly tanky. They did take out one of my drones. Don't get hit by that. No. Payload. Tough call. Warpath is okay. Gain a war stack whenever you defeat an enemy. Rate of fire thrust for each stack up to plus 30%. Let's do it. Those poor centipede enemies. They didn't stand a chance. I eat those enemies alive. It does feel like my damage went up quite a bit with the war stacks. Which kind of makes sense because late game there's more enemies on the screen. You're gonna create a bunch of enemies for me. Oh no. What is this? Okay. Warp disabled. I don't know what that means. Okay, I do know what that means. I can't wrap around. This is a completely new enemy. I don't know how to fight without wraparound. My drones are over half dead. My shield is going down. The enclosure feels confining. I don't like this. I'd like it to die quickly. I should be moving. My shield is down. I can't even see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to kill it before I die. I kind of went into panic mode. I easily could have killed that. What wave was this? This was wave 188. Okay. The warp disabled messed with me so bad. I use warp, the screen wrap, so much. What was my score? 313. Not the best. Hey, I didn't even get a high score, so I didn't get to enter my initials or anything. All right. So yeah, this was Nova Drift. I love playing this game, so if anybody is interested in watching it, I'm happy to play more. But if not, every once in a while, whenever there's an update, then I record for this one. For now, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching.